All right, so what tends to be missing in a lot of the yoga poses is internal rotation of the hips. So we're going to start in Upavishta Konasana, which is just a seated straddle, but work on not only external rotation, but also internal rotation. So if you take your hands behind you and externally rotate the right hip, internally rotate the left hip. Try to get the pinky toe down to the floor and the big toe down to the floor, and notice how this buttock is off the ground. And then rolling across the other way. So internal rotation of the right hip, external rotation of the left hip, this buttock lifts. And then have a little bit of fun with it, and maybe try not to use your hands. So there's a lot more core stability happening. But then let's let it be a little bit more playful. So take your arms around and get a nice little twist, and then cartwheel them up and over, still maintaining that same integrity of the action of pinky toe, big toe to the floor, but giving your spine some love and attention. You could even add a little bit of extension here with the twist, if that feels nice. And then we can pick up the pace without losing the precision of keeping the knees straight. And what I'm noticing is that I'm starting to move forward. So see if you can actually crawl, like we did with the pigeon crawls. Maybe we'll call these the straddle crawls. But feel how you're actually moving forwards in space. Bring your legs together, Dandasana, as you walk backwards. And then let's take that right into the pancake folds. So for pancake folds, you want to add a load. So in yoga, we have a block, but you could use a kettlebell. Dorsiflex the ankles, really press down into the legs, and then bring the block all the way overhead. The goal is, without rounding your spine, to come as far forward as you can, and then coming back up. So it's a ton of resisting work through the legs. It's not just a floppy stretch. Let's do a few more. It's also a lot of efforting through the spinal extensors, but because it would be boring to just go straight down the middle, let's play with different angles, different vectors. Go as low as you can go without changing this position of toes to the ceiling. And you can see how my brick is kind of dropping below the crown of my head slightly. So on these next few, I'm going to see if that can be avoided. But my goodness, it's so much different than, a typical like flop and fold stretch, which feels really lovely, and maybe you should do that afterwards. I'm craving that afterwards. But make sure you can also do the strength version as well.